down the Raiders 24-19.
It's a 16 buff in the dark.
Oh, you'll see it after.
It's a 16 buff in the dark. It's a 16.
Yeah, do there.
It's a 16 buff in the dark.
Sure.
Welcome back to Eli. I'm Barron, and I'm here with.
I'm Bill Castle. I'm one of the judges of the Nebraska Supreme Court.
Awesome. So, just a little bit about yourself. What'd you do before the Supreme Court?
Well, I've been on the bench as a judge for over 31 years now. I started as a judge actually in this part of the state. I was the district court judge for what was initially the 15th Judicial District, but shortly thereafter was merged into the 8th Judicial District, which it is now. And that judicial district essentially extended from O'Neill to Valentine and all of the points in between. So I spent a lot of time in O'Neill in my 12 years as a district court judge. At the end of that period of time in 2004, I went to Lincoln to replace Judge Ed Hannon from O'Neill, who was one of the original members of the Court of Appeals. When he retired, I replaced him on the Court of Appeals, and then I served there for 8 years. And then when Judge John Gerard from Norfolk was appointed as a federal district judge and left the Nebraska Supreme Court, that opened a spot, and I was appointed to replace him in 2012. So I've been on the Nebraska Supreme Court now for right at 11 years.
Awesome. So, what made you get into the legal field?
Well, I grew up in Ainsworth. My father was a lawyer, much like your father is a lawyer, and I essentially went into the family business.
Yeah. So, what was it like being with him?
Oh, it was a wonderful experience. Unfortunately, he had a heart attack and died about 1.5 years after I started practicing with him. So we went from being a very busy two-person firm to an extremely busy one-person firm. But he was, everyone loved him because he had a wonderful personality, but moreover, he knew the way to practice law in the collegial, the right way. And that's why people liked him.
Yeah. So, explain to us a little bit how you get appointed to the court, how you're chosen, kind of process.
Nebraska, for all of its judges at every level and every court, uses what is sometimes described as the Missouri Plan. It's a merit-based system of appointment, and actually Nebraska is more Missouri, if you will, than Missouri is, because they only use it for some of their courts, but we use it for all of our courts. And the way it works is that whenever there is a vacancy for a judicial position, people apply, and then there is a local nominating commission. There is, for example, for the 8th Judicial District, where we are for county court and district court, here in O'Neill, there is a nominating commission that's made up half of lawyers and half non-lawyers. No more than 2 of the lawyers can be from any one political party, and no more than 2 of the lay people can be from any one political party, so that it's balanced in terms of lawyers, non-lawyers, and political affiliations. And then that nominating commission considers all of the applicants, and they advance to the governor all of them that they consider to be qualified. The Constitution requires that at least 2 names go to the governor. The statute suggests 3. Sometime when I was appointed to the district court, there were 4 names that were sent to the governor, and then the governor makes the final selection. Now, in my case, given that that's 31 years ago, that was Governor Ben Nelson at that time who made that initial appointment.
Well, awesome. So just kind of finish up here, why do you think it's important for students to kind of pay attention to what's going on today? And
I think you are all the future. It's important that you understand our system of government. We have, both at the national and explicitly at the state level, a separation of powers, which is designed to maximize freedom and individual liberty. And part of that separation of powers requires the citizens to understand what each branch is doing. And in fact, under our merit system of judicial appointments, we stand for retention essentially every 6 years. The first time it's a little shorter, but every 6 years we come up for retention, and I was on the ballot this last November, and the question was, shall Judge William B. Castle be retained? And at least I think it was around 70% said yes, but if you're going to vote on someone, you ought to know what they're doing and what their record is. And while it's important not to make a judgment about retention of a judicial officer just based on a single decision, it's important to look at their entire career and their work product. Because our judicial system is designed with multiple layers so that every effort is made to correct mistakes and to be sure that justice is served.
well, awesome. Well, thank you very much for coming on. That's all I had. Is there any other final thoughts you kind of want to give? Or?
I just encourage I think this is wonderful that your students have this fabulous facility to engage in broadcasting. As I was telling you before we began, when I was growing up, I worked at the radio station in Ainsworth, where I was raised, which was a sister station, of course, to your KBRX here in O'Neill. And that was a wonderful opportunity, and I enjoyed that. And I think it helped me a lot in terms of my ultimate career. So I hope all of your students take up these opportunities that are available.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you very much for coming on, and we certainly appreciate it.
Thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Welcome to another day in the middle of everywhere, where every second of sunshine, every dream, and every waking moment is everything we'll ever need. There's no place quite like our middle of everywhere. We're the bank that'll help you celebrate everything it brings. Because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Welcome back. Here are your announcements for today. Today is Thursday, April 27th. Today we have sports. On Friday we have the athletic banquet at 6 and the track and boys golf senior parents night. On Saturday we have elementary honor band at Neely and sports, and on Sunday no activities. We already read that. For lunch we have made fresh chicken ranch pasta with breadstick, corn dogs, fresh baked turkey and cheese sub and turkey combo deli wrap, and peas for vegetables. Today we're gonna have a high of 68 and a low of 39. On Friday it's gonna be mostly cloudy and windy with a high of 58 and a low of 36. On Saturday it's gonna be partly cloudy and windy with a high of 65 and a low of 34. On Sunday it's gonna be partly cloudy and windy with a high of 57 and a low of 31. On Monday it's gonna be sunny with a high of 60 and a low of 32. And on Tuesday, it's going to be mostly sunny with a high of 67 and a low of 36. Your national days. Today is National Teach Your Children to Save Day. National Prime Rib Day, Marine Mammal Rescue Day, Thank You Thursday, National Tell a Story Day, Morse Code Day, Stop Food Waste Day, Love Your Thighs Day, and World whatever that is. What is that is what is that thing?
What is it?
Look at that. Taper day.
Tapper? I'm not sure.
It's a really ugly animal. Okay. Well, that's it for your announcements. Let's kick it over to sports, please.
O'Neill Superfoods, located at 304 East Highway 20 in O'Neill, Nebraska. We are your local community connection for high quality foods, friendly service, and great prices. And we now offer curbside pickup. It is a super simple and safe way to do shopping. Just follow these steps. First, go to superfoodsgrocery.net. Then select the correct superfood and you can start shopping. Our family-owned store offers a convenient one-stop shop where you can find everything you need, from the everyday essentials to specialty items from around the world. We take pride in our community and appreciate your business, so shop at O'Neill Superfoods, located at 304 East Highway 20 in O'Neill, Nebraska.
Me too. Yeah.
Welcome back to sports,
I'm Colton Osborne.
and Tucker Shabro. And for today, it's Thursday, right?
Yeah.
We have a J-High track invite at Ord and boys golf duel at home at 4, and we have a varsity track invite at Norfolk at 4:15.
On Friday, we have the athletic banquet and track and golf boys seniors parents night.
And for Saturday, we have a boys golf tournament at West Holt and mid-state varsity track at Norfolk Catholic.
No activities on Sunday.
And on to NBA. Oh, I missed it. Biffed it. For tonight, or actually last night, the games, the Knicks won against the Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, what? The Cavaliers 106-95.
Grizzlies beat the Lakers 116-99.
The Heat beat the Bucks 128-126.
Warriors beat the Kings 123-116.
I didn't know the Cavs were in it.
They got swept. They didn't get swept, but